There comes a time in many parents' lives when something quietly changes. You notice your children don't speak to you the way they used to. They interrupt you. They dismiss your advice. Sometimes they speak as if your feelings don't matter. And slowly a painful realization sets in. They don't respect me anymore. If this has happened to you, it hurts deeply, not just because of their words, but because of what they mean. You gave them years of your life, your energy, your sacrifices. So when disrespect appears, the natural reaction is anger. You want to correct them. You want to remind them who you are. You want to make them understand. But here's the truth most parents never hear. If your children disrespect you, you must stop doing one thing immediately. And that thing is explaining yourself emotionally. Most elders don't realize they're doing this. They over-explain their decisions. They defend their feelings. They repeat the same point again and again, hoping to be understood. It feels reasonable, but it quietly destroys respect. When you explain emotionally, you move out of authority and into justification. And justification signals weakness, not wisdom. Let me explain why this happens. When children sense emotional explanations, they stop listening to the message and start reacting to the emotion. They feel pressure. They feel lectured. They feel the power shift. And once that happens, respect fades even more. I once knew a man named Thomas. Thomas was a loving father who had always provided for his family. As his children grew older, they began dismissing his opinions and speaking casually to him. Each time it happened, Thomas explained himself. He talked about his intentions. He reminded them of his sacrifices. He tried to make them understand how hurt he felt. But the more he explained, the less they listened. One day, Thomas stopped. He stopped emotional explanations. Instead of long speeches, he spoke briefly and calmly. When interrupted, he said, "I'll continue when I'm not being talked over." And then he stayed silent. No anger, no lecture, no defense. At first, his children were confused, then uncomfortable, and then something shifted. They began listening. This brings us to what you should do instead. First, speak less, but mean more. Short sentences, calm tone, no emotional justification. Second, set boundaries once, not repeatedly. Respect is not taught through repetition, it's taught through consistency. Third, detach your self-worth from their reaction. When children sense that you need their approval, they lose respect. When they sense calm confidence, they adjust. Fourth, continue living your life with purpose. Parents who regain respect are not waiting around. They have routines, interests, a full life. Children respect parents who are grounded, not reactive. Here's the truth most people avoid saying. Children don't stop respecting parents because parents age. They stop respecting parents when parents lose emotional center. If this video felt uncomfortably accurate, that's okay. It means this relationship still matters to you. And that's exactly where change begins.